scheme their more fluid offense.
Nearly knocked away by Holiday.
Boy, this is a very physical game as Irving throws it in, goes down hard on his right shoulder. He's shaken up. Now he's holding his Kyrie Irving holding that right shin and banging the court. The Nets, of course, have had their share of injuries all season long, including their stars.
It looked like he came down on that ankle, landing on Giannis's foot.
Yep. So we'll take a quick break and check on Kyrie Irving.
You see that play there? That play could be the deciding factor of whether or not the Nets are winning a championship or making an early round exit, and right now, it looks really bad for the Nets. As of Sunday, the Brooklyn Nets, who were previously up 2-0 and blowing out the Bucks, have somehow blew their lead, and the series is tied 2-2 now. To make matters worse, James Harden was injured in the first 30 seconds of Game 1 and still doesn't have a timetable yet. And in Game 4 on Sunday today, the Nets have lost Kyrie Irving, as seen in the opening video, due to an ankle sprain, which looked very severe considering it basically turned 90 degrees. So with only Kevin Durant left on the team, and the Brooklyn Nets looking like they could implode at any minute, needless to say, here's why the Nets are in huge trouble, and here's why. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy C3 back with a lit video, cause you know I only drop the best content around here. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the weekly video, and hope everyone out there is having a blessed week. Before we start though, and if you're still unsubscribed or have just randomly stumbled upon to my channel, please consider hitting the like and subscribe button in order to join the gang and help us grow. Other than that though, let's find out about the Nets' troubles and let's get straight into it. Ever since the Brooklyn Nets acquired Harden from a blockbuster trade early on in the season, the Brooklyn Nets were the title favorites to win the 2021 NBA Championship and have their first franchise title, but this hope could soon be shattered. With Kyrie Irving leaving in the middle of the second quarter with a huge ankle sprain injury and not returning to a game, where we still don't have any updates on him at the time of recording, it really showed how vulnerable the Nets were without Harden and Irving. The Brooklyn Nets were careless with the ball in the second half without Irving and just made mistakes left and right. There was no communication between the players, and each of them were just ball hogging and doing their own thing when they should have been making plays such as moving the ball around for a good shot or getting the ball into Kevin Durant's hands and letting him take over. But by the time they started getting the ball into his hands, the Bucks had already locked him up, where PJ Tucker was a pest on Kevin Durant and getting more and more into his head, with no foul called on Tucker despite KD being hit with multiple contacts. The scary part is that near the end of the game, KD had that same look LeBron had against the Suns, where KD just looked like he was giving up, and near the end of the fourth quarter, he just mainly stood in the corner while the other players did their thing, which was in a disarray. To basically summarize what I just said, the Nets aren't going to get past the Bucks, who are basically fully healthy, excluding Dante DiVincenzo's injury, without Harden and Irving, unless everyone other than KD, such as Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, Blake Griffin, Landry Shamet, and Joe Harris, step up and hit their shots in order to take the pressure off KD, since the Bucks are essentially forcing everyone else to shoot it except for him. This is basically what the Grizzlies did against the Warriors, where they forced anyone else to hit the shots except for Curry, and it worked because none of the Warriors players were able to hit their shots. Consequently, someone has to step up on the net and hit their shots, since Durant really can't do it all, but at the same time, this could be Durant's opportunity to prove himself, and here's why. For so long, ever since he joined the Golden State Warriors, Durant has always been portrayed to be a weak superstar by the media, and that he can't win anything without other superstars or a super team. As a result of the Brooklyn Nets being so short-handed, this is his opportunity to show he can win without any superstars and prove he can carry a team, assuming Irving and Harden don't come back in the series, which could definitely happen unless the Nets coaching and medical staff rush either one of them to return. But regardless, for Durant to win against the Bucks by basically himself, he has to be aggressive and look to attack the paint and draw fouls instead of settling for a contested three-pointer, which are what the Bucks want him to do. And I know he's Kevin Durant and is automatic with his jump shot, but what I'm saying is, don't settle for what your opponents want you to take, but instead attack and put pressure on them, and if they double you, throw it out to an open man where that Nets player has to hit a shot in order for them to stand a chance. Now, after we talked about how the Nets players have to pick up the slack, stop making careless plays, and having to step up and hit their shots, where KD has to take over as well, let's talk about the Nets coaching plan. Now with the Nets lacking both superstars, I strongly believe the Nets need a new coaching plan or strategy that will throw the Bucks off while keeping some of the basic parts in their game plan, such as creating off-ball plays for Joe Harris and KD and baiting Giannis into shooting the 3. They should play some type of zone and force the ball out of Giannis' hands, especially when he is sizing up his defender at the mid-range. They should have someone double to force the ball out of Giannis' hands, but it can't be someone in the corner or else that will result in an easy pass to the corner and a wide open shot, so it is indeed really complicated, but the Nets have to figure something out. On offense though, the Nets should always be aiming to switch Lopez on Durant, so it is a mismatch where Durant can blow by Lopez each time and draw a foul. This aspect all depends on Steve Nash though, and I strongly believe he needs something new in order to get the Nets to move on to the next round. But what do you guys think? Do you guys believe that Irving's injury signifies the end of the Brooklyn Nets run this year, or will him and Harden somehow come back? If they don't, who will step up and help Durant out? Let me know about all you guys' thoughts in the comment section below, and if you made it this far and enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like and subscribe button since the gang appreciates it. Until next time though, AC3 out!